when you own what God has said to you, no matter what anyone does to you, then God elevates you after they crucify you. But you have to go through the test. And this is what the enemy wants to do. If you hear how the 12 spies, right, how they came back and they had a half good report, but then they had the realistic report. They didn't have an evil report, they had a half good report. Yes, there's all the milk and honey and all the grapes that are, the size of like cantaloupes or something. I don't know. They have all these things. But we also saw the giants there. This is what people do. Oh yeah, you could be a pastor, but just know God's never going to support you. Just know you got to feed your family. Just. Hey, you could be a prophet, but just know you're never going to be provided for. Hey, you could heal the sick, but just know the devil attacks people who heal the sick. If they crucify you, God's going to elevate you to deliver your land. Just like with Moses, they pretty much crucified him. They were going to stone him. But guess what? When he kept moving forward, he'd go back to, oh God, I didn't know it was supposed to be like this. And God's like, hey son, get back in there. It does it again. How many times do you have to go before God? 10 times? It was the 10th plague that Pharaoh finally let the people go, right? So guess what? It may take you 10 times to actually step out in your anointing for what God has literally called you to do, with even worse fruit than you had even before. You won't even have friends, and you had friends before, but guess what? God's going to elevate you after people crucify you. And this is how it always works.